These sporting events is getting way too expensive. From the World Cup to the NBA Finals to the Super Bowl, it's like, why do people need to have to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars just to attend a game that's supposed to unite everyone? You know what I'm saying? Sport is one of the things that usually unite everyone. You know what I'm saying? From different background, religion, race, all that. Why is it so expensive? Well, we're gonna check it out with a video title "Why the World Cup is So Expensive." Hope y'all enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe, join the fam, and yeah, let's get it.
So, you want to go to the World Cup? Well, it's going to cost you.
I don't think we're going to the World Cup anymore, bro. They're cheapest, $7,000.
Wait, hold up. What was that?
Cost you.
I don't think we're going to the World Cup anymore, bro. They're cheapest.
Oh my God. 65,000, 66,000. The cheapest tickets I'm seeing is literally 13,000. Like, come on, bro.
$7,000.
Original purchase price $446. Resale price $22,316. It's insanity.
The World Cup's return to
22?
North America will be unprecedented in more ways than one. It's the first FIFA tournament to take place across 3 nations, with 16 host cities in the US, Mexico, and Canada.
This is the first tournament where we're going to have 48 countries represented instead of 32.
Damn,
That
that's
means
fire.
there's going to be 104 matches played.
It's also the first World Cup where tickets are subject to dynamic pricing, and that's changing the game, so to speak.
What dynamic pricing means is that prices change, could be on an hourly basis, on a daily basis, or weekly basis, depending on supply and demand.
This is
Which is crazy too, because if you really think about it, like the real true fans, the one who bring all the energy and, you know, all the hype to the arena, are the ones that can't even afford a ticket. So it's like you having like all these rich folks who just want to be there just because they have a lot of eyes and they just, you know what I'm saying? Ain't like to say there's like super fans or like, you know, that's gonna go crazy, bring the crowd and whatnot. It's just straight money grab, bro. It's like, why thousands of dollars? I can understand maybe like close to the pitch or maybe like special seatings or sections and whatnot, but like even nosebleeds at the NBA finals is like thousands of dollars. It's like, why?
something that we are used to seeing in the US, but around the globe, this is the first time they've ever introduced something like this.
The US is the ultimate market, and FIFA's using that to their full advantage in this tournament.
We have
Obviously.
to apply market rates. This is the World Cup.
You have a lot of resale, a lot of speculative buyers going in there to later try to sell for a markup. And so the big question I think people have is this demand real?
And ticket prices aren't the only obstacle for fans.
If you're coming to see some soccer,
We want them to come, we want them to celebrate, but when the time is up, they'll have to go home.
don't overstay your visa.
Trump's policies on immigration and tourism have proved to be very hard for some people from specific countries to get visas to attend the tournament. It has said to put some people off of wanting to visit here.
And if people can't,
Honestly, I don't blame them. And think about it though, like honestly, Disha had a meeting like a couple years back and was like, listen, we need to change it. We can't have the World Cup in the US, bro. The way how things is now, you know, geopolitics around the world and this and that is bad timing. Having a World Cup this year in America is bad timing, I'm telling you. Yeah, not what that person in charge up in the office. Yeah, it's bad timing.
or don't attend the games, then what seemed like a profitable event for host cities could turn into a financial black hole.
The financial fallout could be anywhere from 100 to 200 million dollars. That's the cost for a host city.
The World
Damn.
Cup will have a winner. One team will take away the trophy, but some of its losers may never actually set foot on the playing field.
It's like, and plus too, is like people from overseas who travel from around the world to come to America to attend, you know what I'm saying, the World Cup. So it's like you gotta pay for the tickets, you gotta get a visa right, it's just too much, bro. Like,
Football, well, technically soccer, since we're in North America this time round, has finally come into its own in the US.
Soccer has seen a massive growth over the last 30 years since the World Cup in 1994. Now one of the biggest stars in the world, Lionel Messi plays
Messi.
for Inter Miami. Their business grew an exponential amount.
The league is now 30 teams. The value of the enterprise is over $20 billion.
But at the same time, they aren't on the par of other sports leagues in the US. So this is really the moment that they have to capture the world audience, to capture the US audience.
Yeah.
The US
Honestly though, this might be like the biggest World Cup just because of like it's hosting on this side of the world, and like a lot of people in the US not really like soccer fans, but since the World Cup, is hosting here, a lot of people might tuned in just to see like, what I'm saying? So it might have an increase of fans numbers and whatnot, and the viewership gonna go up. So yeah.
market, coupled with other advantages, makes it an attractive and lucrative location for FIFA.
FIFA comes over and they visit where people want to have the games, they visit the stadiums, and that's how they decide where it should be and if they have the right facilities and they have the right infrastructure.
The good news about the United States, Mexico, and Canada is we have the facilities already. Although FIFA requires there to be some modifications to them, we didn't have to build the facilities from scratch.
But hosting the World Cup
Save a lot of money
notoriously
too.
complicated.
Host cities want to host the World Cup because of the economic impact that they will get back. New York alone expects about $3.3 billion in economic impact. Dallas expects about $2.1 billion. LA around $1 billion. Expectations aren't always reality, and these economic impact numbers that FIFA and the cities come up with are typically inflated numbers. They end up fronting the bill, and FIFA really just takes all of the revenue from the games.
Bro, FIFA is so greedy, bro. The fact that we can't even like react, to some of the games from the World Cup, and it's like, bro, why are you so greedy, bro? It's like the tickets are like 100 times what it usually costs. Can't even react to the games. You need like 4 to 5 different like streaming, membership to even see all the games. It's insane, bro. It's like a chokehold. It's like money greed at this point. They're taking too much notes from America sports. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like consumerism and like just milking the fans, it's not even like for the love of the sport anymore. It does literally like how much money we can make from these fans. You know what I'm saying? Like
At costs and revenues from 14 past World Cups, shown here in blue and orange, a clear pattern emerges. Nearly every host nation lost money. Russia was the only exception.
If you're a host city, you sign a contract with FIFA, and that host contract requires the city to take care of all of these needs. Security is one of them. Transportation is another one. Producing fan fests in the city is another major expense.
They grab a park in the
Fan
city
fest?
where they'll pull up some big screens, and in theory, that's a place where fans can go free of charge, watch games, have a good time. But what we're already hearing is that some cities, under the financial constraints they have, are considering charging for the fan fests.
The US government agreed.
bro, you can't even go to a watch party without even being charged. It's like, bro, I'm sorry, right, bro? We're screwed in the next 5 to 10 years, bro. Like, we'll have to be paying for air soon. Like, to breathe oxygen, you'll have to pay for it soon. Like, it's getting to the point where it's like, come on, bro.
Agreed to hand out $625 million in federal funding to help with security measures across all 11 host cities in the US.
That's a good chunk of money, but it's not nearly enough to deal with the potential security problems. If you have that cost on one side, and on the other side, you have essentially zero revenues, then you have a net loss of that amount of money.
Yeah.
Now, some of that money will be defrayed by local sponsorship deals, private donations, but the balance would be defrayed by the taxpayer.
And if the crowds do show up, this will also strain local transportation.
I was
And
just
that's
thinking that
another
too.
area where municipalities are trying to make up the difference.
And the thing is, it's just like America public transportation is not even that good. So you having all these people coming over here, and like, no one use buses. We don't really have trains like that. So I guess hopefully they're hosting in all like the big cities where have like decent public transportation. But other than everywhere else, bro, every single rental will be gone.
From New York to the stadium in
That's literally the only way you'll get around. That or Uber. Oh my God, bro. Uber driver's gonna make bank. Oh my God. I just realized that. Jeez.
Municipalities are trying to make up the difference.
To get from New York to the stadium in New Jersey, a round-trip ticket is going to cost about $100. It's been reduced from $150 after backlash.
This is up from $13, a regular price for this ticket in a non-World Cup day.
City.
But this is what I'm telling y'all. From $13 to $150, bro. Just because it's World Cup. You see the price increase on public transportation. Oh my God. Just to go from one city to the next city on a train. Not even like a plane to a different state.
These are somehow trying to claw back some of the investment that they've made in the tournament. And it remains to be seen whether they're going to kind of squeeze the fan enough to get some of that money back and not have to pass anything on to taxpayers. FIFA's limiting parking spots so that they can have more infrastructure around the stadiums. And that means that the few spots that are left are going for premium prices.
Parking could be like
international
$1,000.
fans, it's a whole other ballgame. Airline prices have soared, and politics is not helping. For this fan in Senegal, the red tape to get into the US has reinforced a perception that it's a hostile environment for visitors.
J'avais un rendez-vous tout à l'heure à l'ambassade des États-Unis pour déposer mon visa.
Okay.
Donc, après avoir fait toutes les formalités, payé en fait les frais y afférents, le visa m'a été refusé.
What?
C'est une déception, hein? C'est une forte déception pour moi, parce que je ne pouvais pas m'imaginer que cette Coupe du Monde-là ne me trouvera pas en terre américaine. Hein? Parce que moi,
why would his visa was denied? I wonder if he got a refund back, right? Because he said he paid all the fees and everything.
Cette Coupe du Monde-là ne me trouvera pas en terre américaine. Hein? Parce que moi, bon, je n'ai aucun intérêt à partir aux États-Unis, à fuir ou bien à rester là-bas. C'est inadmissible.
There are already groups of thousands of people who have signed petitions that say they've gone to all of the World Cup games in the last 20 years, but they're not going to the United States because they don't like the immigration policies that have been set by the Trump government.
No American.
That's what I try and tell y'all, bro. It's bad timing, especially like who's in charge in the office right now. It's bad timing. I'm telling you.
They don't like the immigration policies that have been set by the Trump government.
No American president has ever had the chance.
Ironically, Trump himself professes to be a soccer fan. And Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA, has made a point of cultivating this interest.
Infantino and President Trump have a very, very close relationship.
Oh, no.
Infantino has gone to the White House many times.
Infantino created a new FIFA Peace Prize, and he gave it to Donald Trump after
Bro, FIFA, don't go out like this, bro. Please, please. Do not go out like this, man. Please don't. Oh my God, man. Oh my God, FIFA is falling for the trap. No.
Created a new FIFA Peace Prize, and he gave it to Donald Trump after Donald Trump complained about not getting the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, look how he's looking at him, side-eyeing like, bro, I better get that peace prize. This man literally started a war not too long ago. I'm not gonna get political. I'm just...
And who knows, maybe such flattery helped smooth the way for the Iranian team to participate in the games.
Iran will be participating at the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Did Johnny say it?
You did? What did they
Johnny
say?
Infantino, that's a piece of work. You know what? Let him play well. Johnny's fantastic. You know, he's a friend of mine.
You know, for Trump, this is more publicity, right? He's going to be there in the stands. He's going to be seen as someone who's, you know, partly responsible for putting on this massive tournament, these 104 Super Bowls, as Infantino's said.
The equivalent of...
Bro, Trump gonna take every single credit there is. If they break any record, he gonna say he did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
The 104 Super Bowls means turbocharged revenue, and for FIFA, that appears to be the point.
FIFA is going to earn over this 4-year cycle that the current World Cup will take place in something like $13 billion.
Damn.
That's a 5-fold increase compared to the period ending with the 2006 World Cup in Germany. To be fair, FIFA is a non-profit. It says the money left after operating costs gets reinvested into growing the sport around the world.
They divide it up amongst the world's national soccer organizations, and they spread it out so those organizations can exist and can develop youth soccer and adult soccer in their countries.
A huge chunk of their
Non-profit, they say. They reinvest, they say. Yeah, okay.
revenue, like with most sports, comes from broadcast rights, which are expected to generate about $3.9 billion this year. And the fact is, a lot of people will be watching the games on TV because of those dynamic ticket prices.
FIFA's also organized its own resale platform, and they're going to take commissions from both the buyer and the seller, and that's just going to add to the revenue.
Even FIFA's process of
Wow. So why couldn't they make it a thing where you can't resell the tickets? Like you purchase it with your ID and whatnot, so that way you can't resell it. So that, it's, oh my God, that's why it's so expensive. People's buying tickets and flipping it.
seat assignment is being questioned over concerns some who bought tickets aren't getting what they paid for. It's another yellow card for an organisation that is no stranger to money scandals. FIFA hasn't been totally tone deaf to price concerns. Following a global backlash, they added a $60 ticket option for some of the World Cup team's most loyal fans. But these cheaper tickets will make up less than 2% of the total. So, attending the World Cup final may mean you have to inhabit a certain kind of world, namely a corporate one.
You gotta sell a kidney, bro. You gotta sell a kidney. In order to be able to go to the World Cup, you need to sell a kidney. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, bro, it happened once every 4 years. Like, why is it so expensive? Come on, bro.
These World Cup
It should be like a first come, first serve or something like that, man.
packages, it's not something that normal people can really afford.
Exclusivity threatens to derail the games, especially in the US, where soccer isn't necessarily ingrained in the hearts of sports fans.
If you did this in a country where football is the #1 sport, I dare say there'd be some kind of potential for a bloody revolt.
True.
A lot of people I've spoken to said there are risks for some of the stadiums to be empty for games where two countries are playing each other that don't have a large diaspora of fans in that area. The reality is some of these tickets might end up dropping very close to the tournament because the last thing that FIFA wants is for the broadcast to show empty stadiums.
I mean, as they should literally boycott it. You know what I'm saying? So they have to drop the prices. So if everyone is continuing to buy the tickets at these high prices, they're not gonna do anything about it. Probably even increase the price. But you know what I'm saying? But if everyone boycott it, the stadiums is empty, is a bad look, they're gonna decrease the ticket prices. But not everyone built out in the same cloth. People got money to throw, they don't care, whatnot, they just want to be there. But a lot of people, most people, don't have it like that.
Soccer penetrates a culture, and if its presence is reduced, it becomes less desirable. And so how do you have a mass base if the masses can't afford to go to the games?
Honestly, I just think that FIFA just look at America as like this land of success, and they feel like they could get away with, increasing the prices this, drastically high, and expecting, everyone for all the tickets to be sold out, pretty much. So it's like that's what you said. People just look at America like, okay, soccer/football is not like the biggest in America, so what are they gonna do? Increase the prices? They don't not have like a big backlash as you would in some other country. So yeah, they just testing the water to see what they can get away with, and apparently people not allowing it. So that's what it is. And but anyway, that's it for this reaction. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Also leave a like, subscribe, join the fam, and I'll see y'all for the next one.